Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh, yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, no doubt. Not today. They changed that. Whatever.
What's up, Sean?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing?
Just thinking about the world and how crazy it is now.
Getting worse every day, seems like.
Yep. Welcome back to Real America Podcast, where interest is up and the dollar's down, right?
And you're going to get mugged if you go downtown.
Yeah, you could. Shit's getting weird.
Reference there, just for you guys.
Yep.
Country boy can't survive.
They're probably all like, hell song is that?
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of crazy stuff happening.
Yeah, it's everywhere, it seems. It seems, is it true that we're going to put nuke subs over by Japan or some shit?
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I read that somewhere.
I don't know. The craziest story I heard earlier was evidently there was a drone strike at the Kremlin.
Oh, yeah? A drone strike.
Yeah, but Vladimir Putin wasn't there at the time or something, so it didn't really matter. But, I mean, it didn't. They shot him down, I think, before they even got there. But
Right.
anyway, there was an attempt.
Yeah. Who did that?
Ukraine is denying it. Russia said that Ukraine was behind it. But Ukraine is denying it. So
they're denying, and what are we doing? We're denying too? Nope.
I don't know.
Wasn't me.
Don't know. But that was the craziest thing I heard today.
It's hard to believe that shit's going on.
Can you turn me up a little?
Can I turn you up?
Yeah.
I turned you up earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we get complaints about people not being able to hear me, so.
All right, hold on. Say something. Okay, there we go. There, I turned you up.
Okay.
I turned him up, people. Okay?
What?
I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, everybody's saying it's just going to be a reason to escalate, but we don't know what that's going to look like. So, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let me ask you this. If there's wheelbarrows full of money just laying in the street, are you going to take it hoping the dollar's going to come back one day?
I think what happened, if you're referring to, what was it, Venezuela? Or
Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah. They had to, I think they had to start over. They had to completely redo everything.
Great.
Yeah.
You think we'll get there?
Man, I hope not, but shoot, banks are falling all over the place, I guess. There was another one, the second largest bank collapse just earlier this week.
The digital dollar's getting closer every day.
Yeah. And JP Morgan had to come in and buy them out, but I think they gave like 50, the government gave JP Morgan Chase like $50 billion to buy it.
Holy shit.
So actually it's technically a bailout, and we're just getting less and less banks. So
yeah, we're going to have one bank called the World Bank.
We're going to have one bank. It's going to be, well, for us anyway, it's going to be the U.S. government. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, and then it's going to be denied. You had 2 bags of chips last week.
Yeah.
You can only get 1 this week.
Well,
Man, I'd really like to buy that car.
well, if you wouldn't have said something on your podcast, then you could have. But you said this thing, so we're not gonna let you do that.
Yeah. We're going to shut your electric off.
Yeah.
And the heat. You think it'd get to that?
I mean,
I'm not saying us. I'm just saying, like, one day. Like, even if it doesn't happen in our lifetime, you think one day eventually it's going to get where it's like everything's fucking just...
did you see Total Recall?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Demolition
Eventually,
Man.
yeah, Demolition Man. It's gonna happen.
It's fucking crazy,
eventually.
isn't it? It's really weird that, like those movies, Terminator.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, back when those shows actually came out, back early 90s, 80s, it was like, holy shit, man, that'd be crazy type thing. And now it's like, man, it's like really, it's fucking...
It's starting to happen.
Yeah.
Um,
All it took was a little COVID to sprinkle in the air, and everybody went crazy.
You know the funny thing about science fiction movies, and I'm stealing this from Joe Rogan, but the funniest thing is like nobody's on cell phones, like in the future. Nobody's on cell phones.
That's true. Oh my God, it's Neuralink.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking with their thoughts.
Could be.
Wouldn't that be fucking creepy?
That would be.
Would you get one?
No.
What if it was mandatory?
I don't think it's ever going to be mandatory. I mean, you know, you could always...
Something's going to be mandatory at some point in time.
You can do like the Amish and just, you know, bow out of all that.
Here's what I find weird. Why is it mandatory to get a social security number? You know what I mean?
I don't know. You know, I didn't have one for a long time. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
I didn't have one. I had to apply for one.
Are you serious?
I didn't, but my mom had to apply for, because back in the day,
Communist.
hey, and I'm not on social media also. So anyway, yeah, my mom had to apply for one for me when I was like, I don't know, I had to be, 9 or 10 years old or something like that. I remember.
Yeah.
But I mean, back in the day, that's how you did it.
You know what's well, I don't know how you did it. Maybe
Now
I didn't have one. I don't know.
Now when you're born, they give you one.
They give you one stamped on the back of your neck somewhere.
It's the chip in your head.
Yeah, probably. Motherfucker keeps malfunctioning.
No, I remember that. I mean, I had to be old enough to remember stuff. So I know I was, you know what I'm saying?
Of course you were.
I wasn't like...
That's before they got you out of the Matrix.
I had to be, I don't know, it was, you know, it had to be after I was, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever, because, I don't know, what's your earliest memory?
Honestly, my earliest memory?
How old were you?
Fuck, I don't know. I was young though. I remember I was sitting watching, it was in the 80s when the Incredible Hulk used to be on TV with Lou Ferrigno, you know?
Yeah.
So it was that. And I just got these fucking, like, little winter gloves, and I had an Incredible Hulk on the tops, right? And I was like, this is awesome. That's like my first real memory.
I think my first memory was, I remember I had a bike with training wheels on it, and I remember the day they took the training wheels off.
Yeah. I don't remember having training wheels.
I do.
But I do remember the first time I rode my bike. Like, must have been without training wheels. But I don't see when I was that age, I don't see what training wheels would have fucking helped, because we had a gravel lane.
Well, I did too.
So
I had a
sure
gravel
I was
driveway also, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had a gravel driveway also, but I really don't remember. I can't say that. I have memories, but I think a lot of it is confused with like other kids.
Yeah.
like my kids or whatever, maybe or something. But it seems like I remember riding with training wheels. But oh yeah, I remember there was one point I had a bike and I had training wheels on it, and there was like a pothole.
Yeah.
So whenever you I remember this.
The dip.
I just thought of another one, but I remember this. So
Was there a Jewish guy there?
okay, come on. No, but you could, like, if you got the back tire down in the pothole,
Yeah.
and it had water standing in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the training wheels would hold the wheel up, so you couldn't go nowhere.
Ah.
So I started pedaling.
Big
and the
rooster
freaking
tail out the back.
water kept flying over me because I didn't have a fender on the back of my bike.
Oh, no fender. Fucking riding it dangerous.
Redneck.
It rusted off.
Yeah, I do remember that now that you mention it.
You want to hear something crazy un-American? So my son, the oldest one, never learned how to ride a bike.
Really?
Yeah, didn't want to. Didn't want nothing to do with them. I thought it was the weirdest shit ever. Like, he had bikes. I bought him bikes. No, he wanted nothing to do with them. Still doesn't. Well,
Really?
he has his license now, but
Wow, that's weird.
yeah,
I've never seen that before.
me neither.
I mean, I thought it was weird when my daughter didn't want to get her license when she was able to.
Yeah, my son went through that too.
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't know if he's just nervous or what. Dude, there's a lot of shit like when he was a kid. I took him trick-or-treating, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, it's shitty, it's nasty on Halloween. I fucking don't want to be out there. I hate it. But I was taking my son trick-or-treating. And we're like, we go to 3 houses, and he's like, when we going home? And I was like, whenever you're done. He's like, well, when am I going to be done? I was like, whenever you don't want to do this anymore. And he goes, well, I'm ready to go home. I was like, yeah, me too. Let's kick it.
Oh, man. I think you raised a terrorist or something.
Maybe. Never know.
No.
You never know.
I don't think that. I like him. He seems to be all right. But
Yeah, he's an all right kid.
anyway, no, I was just teasing about that. But it is weird, though. Because, like, when we were kids,
Yeah, I had a bike
Yeah,
the whole
you-
time growing up.
you wanted a bike at first, and then... Oh, I mean, this is all before the internet, of course. So you wanted a bike at first, and then
Yeah.
as soon as you could get your license, you wanted to get your license.
I had a moped too.
Did you?
Yep. When I was 15. It was legal then. So I had to be 15.
Right.
So, yeah, I had one. Used to scoot around town on that bad boy.
I never had a moped. I had my brother had bought a Honda 70 at
Yeah.
one point, and I remember going to the guy's house with him, and he bought it, and it wasn't that expensive. But anyway, we got home, and the freaking thing crapped out on us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was all ticked off, and he tried to go back and get his money back, and the guy wouldn't give it to him. He said, "You rode it all around here, and it was fine. You take it home, and
Yeah. Turd.
yeah." So I don't know, but he ended up getting another one later, and I rode it around a lot. But I didn't ride it. I lived out in the county, so
Yeah.
it's not like I was like driving around town or anything.
Yeah.
I do remember my brother's wife now, when they were just dating, she had her brother, which was younger than her, had a moped. And I would go over to their house,
Yeah.
which wasn't far from us. It was, maybe a mile or so away. And I'd go over there and and he would let me ride that moped, and I'd ride it around. It was pretty cool. But we was just out in the county. We weren't in town.
Yeah. There's like a whole little group of us when I was young, like 15, that had mopeds.
Is that right?
Yeah. We thought we were cool.
I remember my neighbor, the one that was older than me, a couple of years older.
Yeah.
He got a moped once, and anyway, he what? I was just wondering if it was
I
going
know.
off.
That's what I was. Yeah, when you pointed at it, I was like, what's he pointing at? I was like, oh, shit. I hope it doesn't stop again like last week. That was super cool.
Yeah. No, but he would ride it around town. He'd go all the way from where we lived into town and everything. But I think he must have been like 15 or 16 at the time or something like that. But,
Yeah. Yep. I used to cruise around.
yeah.
And I got my license, and then
right.
that was the end of that. And then I got a motorcycle when I was a little bit older.
Good times.
Yep. Good times.
No internet, no phones. Well, a house phone, but
Yeah, house phone. That's it.
yeah.
If I wasn't there, guess what? Nobody answered.
right.
And guess what? You couldn't text me either and be like, hey, where you at?
You'd be like, you go fishing or something, and like, yeah, nobody can text
No,
you.
you're gone. That was the greatest part.
I know.
Nobody could fucking reach you.
Yeah.
You know, no one. Now, here's what I would like to see. I would love to see, realistically, these go away, okay? And it go back to, like, the old basic fucking phone. No internet, you know what I mean? None of that. No texting. Like, you just had to call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll just tell you a story.
These kids don't even know nothing about texting anyway. Why don't you try to text on fucking older phone, like an old phone,
Oh yeah, you had to like push
where it's
it.
like push it like 4 times
Yeah.
to get to
Get
R
the-
or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, and it wasn't. But I'll tell you a story about texting. So as soon as I get to work the other day, this is a few days ago, my wife goes, she texts me, she goes, I have a retirement party on Friday. Do you want to go? And I'm at work. I had just clocked in to work. It was,
Right.
just clocked in, was trying to work, and all I said was, I don't care. And she texted me back and said, I'm not trying to force you to go if you don't want to go. I need to know if you're wanting to go, because then you got to pay. And I said, okay. That's all I said.
Right.
So she takes it. Normally, she understands what I mean when I text, but at this point, I can understand that she's taking it another way. Like
Right.
when I said I don't care,
Yeah.
she was probably thinking, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I don't care. Like if she would have just asked me out of the blue, I would have just said, yeah, I don't care. Something
Yeah.
like that. But anyway, that's the whole problem with texting.
Yeah, it takes everything out of context.
Yeah.
Like you could text like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Or you could read it and be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
It's his problem. You know what I mean?
I know.
So, yeah, I don't like texting.
I don't either.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, we've already talked about it, I guess.
Yeah, I get the I
I'm
get
just
the
saying-
novels. I don't even read them.
I'm just saying, it happened to me the other day, and I
Right.
thought I'd bring it up again. But
Yeah,
that was kind of.
yeah. I would love to where it was just like landlines.
Yeah, it would be all right.
Yeah. People would have to go back to talking to each other too. It'd be weird, wouldn't it? Like when you go sit in a fucking doctor's office and like, I'm always that guy that's just sitting there staring at everybody on their phones. I'm like, this is fucking weird.
I did. This is the first time I ever did this, but I went and got a haircut this morning, and
Mullet?
he cut some off the back. Oh. But I just said trim it up. That's all I said. But anyway, while I was waiting, I took my earbuds or one of my earbuds with me, and I was just listening to the radio while I was waiting because, you know, I don't usually talk to everybody anyway, and I just sat there till it was my turn, you know, and then I, you know, took it out or whatever. But that's the first time I ever done that. Usually I just go in there and sit, and I, you know, hear all the stories that these other guys are, whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they talk, you know, in a barbershop, they talk quite a bit. But
yeah,
even in white barbershops, saying.
That's where you find out the nitty grit, don't you, Randy?
Yeah, a lot of times. Or you find out how the basketball team's going to be. That's what I found out today.
Probably better. Probably good. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I don't follow that shit.
I don't either. I'm talking about high school basketball, but
yeah, I don't
yeah,
follow
they were talking about that quite a bit.
Well, we are Hoosiers.
Yeah,
Big basketball fucking state. Which I like basketball. I like basketball because it's fast paced. You know what I mean? Like shit can happen like that quick.
right.
Yeah, I like football too. Football's just more of like it's drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take like four. You know, it's gonna take 4 plays probably for something crazy to happen. Like
Football's more like it's kind of like chess. You got to figure out the pieces and where they are, where they go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like basketball is more like my grandpa said it best. He said it's more like a, I don't know, you have to be really in really good shape to play basketball especially on a, you know, major league or whatever. But
well, yeah, dude, I get winded just going out on the driveway
right
with my son.
He said you're running all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I mean,
that's why I don't do that shit anymore.
Right.
Like he'll be like, "Hey, you want to shoot some hoops or whatever?" And I'll be like, like we can play horse or something." Like, you know, that's fine. I'll shoot around. But no, the dude. Last time I was out there and fucked around with him, he hurt my knee. I mean, he didn't necessarily hurt it, but I hurt it. It fucking hurt.
You're blaming him.
And he's fucking good, dude.
Right.
He's quick too. He got me all tripped up. That's what happened. Twisted my knee wrong.
Yeah, I used to like to mess around with it, like play around with kids and stuff. But man, I haven't done that for years.
What, basketball?
Yeah, takes a little out of you.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine trying to run like a full fucking Gort. No way.
Right.
I'd probably do it like twice. You know what I mean? Like mentally.
And you'd be sitting on the bed.
I would make myself look really good for one up and down twice. And then I'd be like,
yeah.
you got to take me out of here. I can't breathe. I need a cigarette. I can't breathe. I can't run like that no more. Think it's the cigarettes? No, definitely not.
You know what? This one guy had a good point about, speaking of basketball anyway. He goes, you know what we ought to do? He goes, we ought to buy a WNBA team.
And have them dudes.
Have them all trans dudes.
Yeah. Fucking stomp the shit out of the league.
Dominate.
That's what would happen too. Yeah. And that's not being sexist. That's being factual. And we're not saying like regular dudes.
Oh yeah. You'd have
they'd be
super athletes.
Yeah,
that were trans.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, me and you could put on drag and go try to beat the WNBA, but I think they would stomp our
Oh
ass
yeah,
into the
they
ground.
would. Yeah, they would
Easily.
easily. Yeah,
We'd be look like. I bet if we went to the high school, we'd get our ass kicked
I'm sure.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Shit's for youngsters.
I don't know. But I thought that was a pretty funny premise, though.
That's why I don't know
A
how.
person ought to do that
Yeah, that's why I don't
because they can't deny it.
No. Like, it just takes somebody different to be able to be an athlete.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's people my age that are still in the NBA. It's like, how? How?
right.
Like, I get you're fit, but I feel like even if I, like, did everything right and started working out and all this stuff, I still wouldn't feel like running up and down a basketball court.
I
fine.
think Tom Brady, he's only a couple years younger than me.
Yeah.
But
Imagine being out there and getting fucking smashed by some big, huge
I know, right?
fucking dude.
And he played up until last year, right? So
Yeah. Fuck that.
yeah, just saying.
I'm just
I think
saying.
he's like 2 or 3 years younger.
You
Than
know who did it right? I hate to say it. It pisses me off. But you know who did it right? Andrew Luck.
Oh, definitely. I hate to say it too.
Dude's still in his 20s.
Yeah.
And has hundreds of millions of dollars
Right.
that he didn't even have to play for.
Right.
That's nuts. Like, that dude don't have to do nothing ever again. He can just be a bachelor baller.
You don't hear nothing about him anymore,
Fuck
do you?
no. He's like, piss on football.
Enjoying his life.
Yeah.
Actually, you're probably right. That would be that was a baller move.
Get
Yeah.
your fucking money. You're getting out while you're young still.
Right.
You know, I understand he got injured a couple times, but I mean, did you see how he played? Like, welcomed it like an idiot.
Yeah.
Should have learned some shit from Peyton. Fucking slid down. But whatever. But yeah.
Did you see the Colts draft? Their number 1 pick?
Oh yeah, our new quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he might be all right.
I mean, yeah, but we'll see.
But he's also a big athletic guy.
Fucking Jaguars. Was it the Jaguars? I can't remember, dude. But somebody drafted. They were talking about their quarterback that they drafted. He's like 5'8".
Yeah. The first pick of the draft. Yeah.
5'8".
Right. Well, okay. Well,
Like, my son showed me a video of him. He looks like he's fucking super athletic, obviously. Super fit dude. But, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how the dude's going to see over the fucking linemen. They're probably 6 foot when they're squatted down. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know.
Those dudes are giants.
Actually, to
have
me-
you ever seen one of them fuckers up close?
No.
Like a football fucking lineman for the NFL? They are monsters.
No, I did see Rick Smits once in person.
Yeah, they make you feel like a baby.
He was like, I don't know, 3 foot taller than me.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, man, this is real?
Rick Smits, he was a basketball player, just so you guys know.
Yeah, for the Indiana Pacers.
Right.
He was a badass.
He was all right. He wasn't.
He's fucking
He
good
wasn't-
for a white dude.
He wasn't Jordan.
No, nobody is. Nobody's Jordan. Even though, you youngsters out there
I remember-
are all like LeBron James, whatever.
I remember
That's your era, I guess.
right. I remember on Bob and Tom the first time they had Reggie Miller on.
Yeah.
He came in and they were like, "Oh wow, you are tall. we didn't realize you were that tall." And he's a forward.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, athletes are beasts.
Yeah, I know.
Like we were in a restaurant and the owner of our company one time, a long time ago, while I worked somewhere else, he came in with a couple like old football dudes. Like, he knows them, right?
Right.
These dudes are huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Like, I shook that dude's hand, and it was like me grabbing my 1.5-year-old
Right.
tan,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
he engulfed my hand. I was like, what the fuck
like
is that?
his hand like went up around your wrist and up your arm. A
Yeah,
little bit.
it's just like my hand was just gone. It
Yeah.
disappeared. It was like in his palm. I was like, holy shit, man. Dude, they just make you realize, basically, okay, if the shit does hit the fan, you either need to make friends or don't piss those people off.
right.
Because regular person isn't going to fuck them up.
Yeah.
You
Well,
they're probably like rhinos and shit, man, where you have to shoot them like 94 times to fucking get them to stop beating you up. It'd be crazy. Huge. I just can't get over how big them fucking people are.
yeah.
Like if I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his prime, it'd probably look crazy, you know, how huge he used to be.
Yeah, but he wasn't as. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think he was as big as like the athletes today.
No. Fuck, no way, dude. No.
I mean, as muscular, he was more muscular, probably.
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder, yeah,
Yeah.
but he's only like 6'2".
Right.
These athletes, like that dude that I met, he was probably like 6'9"
Right.
and huge and not fat. Like a fucking big dude. Big old giant hands and shit. God dang. It was like I was meeting a giant. And I was just like, oh. Please don't hurt me.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. My experience with Rick Smits was pretty funny. He just came to a car lot where we happened to be.
Right.
And
He's like, you guys sell extra long cars. Wasn't he like 6'10" or some shit?
something like
Or
that.
7'1". He was
No, he was 7 something.
Seven.
7'1",
Yeah, he's fucking big.
7'2", maybe. Yeah, he was tall. Yeah, he was big. He had a duck coming in the door at the car dealership.
Yeah, see?
But
I wouldn't want to be that big, though. That's got to be rough on your body.
I'm sure it probably is.
You know.
It's probably why they don't last. With the white guys, anyway, they don't last as long when they're that big.
No,
It seems like.
yeah.
I mean, Larry Bird was pretty big, but he wasn't that big.
No. How tall is Larry Bird? Isn't he like 6'7"?
He's pretty tall.
I think every time I say something, I'm like, isn't he 6'7"?
I don't know.
Like they're all 6'7".
I don't know. He was 6 something, but he was. I don't know. He was tall, but I mean, but he wasn't as tall as that guy. Like when you get, I don't know. It's kind of weird with white guys when they get really, really tall like that. They don't last as long as the other players. It seems like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Rick Smits, he was good, but he wasn't like really athletic. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. I think probably Shaq's probably one of the biggest dudes that stayed around so long. Like a
Shaq-
long time, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Shaq is, he's something else.
He's fucking huge too.
Yeah, I remember listening to Rogan. Rogan's like 5'8" or something like that. I think he said, or and he met Shaq, and he said he was like, you
Yeah.
know, like he felt like a little kid.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. It's nuts. It's nuts when you're next to an actual like big fucking person. And
Right.
you're fucking small as shit.
Right.
They just make you even look tinier,
Oh yeah.
like a fucking hobbit.
I think he was even saying the same thing you were saying about the handshake.
I'm telling you, dude, that dude engulfed it. It was gone. It was inside
I think when he
his
was
palm. He was like, basically grabbed my whole fucking hand and was like, I was like, well, that was embarrassing as fuck.
right. You didn't try to squeeze him. Squeeze his hand.
Yeah.
Show him his boss.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have said,
Yeah.
fucking squeeze the shit out of him and just watch him be like, ha, Yeah, that'd be great. There's a guy I know. Like, I'm not friends with the dude or anything. I mean, we're acquaintances. You know, hung out with him maybe a couple times or whatever. But he's friends with some of my friends. But he's huge. He's a big fucking dude. He's probably like 6'5" or 6'6", and he's a fucking huge dude too. Big old hands and shit. And one time we were drinking, watching the UFC. It was the fight with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather in that boxing match.
Okay.
So we go down to this like local concert amphitheater place, hang out there, drink beer. Go back when the fights start. Start watching these fights. I'm fucking drinking, obviously, acting like an idiot. Here's fucking old giant next to me. I just fucking, for whatever reason, I looked over and I go, "Hey, you want to arm wrestle?" He goes, "Yeah, I don't care." I was like, "All right." Dude, I go, like, hard as I can go, all of me. And he didn't even move. It was like I might as well just been pushing up on a tree outside. And he goes, "That's all you got?" And I was like, "Yep." And then he picked me up like a little kid. And then they took a picture. I wish I had that picture. They took a picture of him holding me. Look like a little kid. Looks like he's holding his like baby brother or something weird.
Right.
It's fucking stupid.
Well,
Yeah, tiny. Anyway, we don't have to talk about giants all day.
Okay. Let's move on.
Huh?
Let's move on.
Moving on.
So, what was Bud Light sales are down like 21% now.
You know what? Shouldn't mess around.
I heard earlier they were giving beer away, I guess. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Oh, whoa. Now, I'll drink free beer.
Right.
Okay? I don't give a fuck who's on the can.
Right.
It can have a little fucking dildo hanging off the side, and I'd still drink it if it was free. Come on, man. Can't be that picky.
I don't know. But
By that point, the boycott's over. Take the free beer.
well, I think most people's trying to send a message that they need to just apologize for the whole thing, for the whole speech that the what was it, the VP of marketing said, you know, about frat boys and all that.
Yeah.
They just need to apologize for all that, I think, before people's going to come back.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. They really screwed up, didn't they?
It could be their demise. I mean, it's probably not going to be, but
I mean, they might get rid of Bud Light. It's definitely not going to be the end of fucking.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, no, hell no,
Yeah, I know.
no fucking way.
I think
dude.
they own several companies. It's like Modelo. I think they own that one. There's a bunch of them they own.
Yeah, dude. It's if you could actually see in front of you on a map what businesses are owned by fucking, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Be crazy to probably see how many companies actually own all these other companies.
Right.
You know, like a monopoly almost.
Yeah. Well,
That's why they that's why they stay rich. They own everything.
well, I also heard that like Coors and Miller, their stock went up like 20%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't mind Miller Lite. I like Miller Lite.
Right.
I don't like Coors Light. I don't like Coors either. Original. I don't like that shit either. It's not my flavor. It's like one of the only beers that I just don't really care for.
Well. Oh wow.
I mean, I can drink it. If that's all there was in the world, yeah, I'd drink it. Obviously.
Right.
But it's not, so I'll go with the others. Is that what you started out drinking, though?
No.
See, the very first time I ever drank, I drank Busch Light. Very
Oh, really?
First, yeah. Very,
Wow.
very, very first time.
I
yeah.
would say the first time I ever drank was, well, the first time I ever drank beer was my uncle. My uncle had I was staying with my cousins,
Right.
and my uncle bought a 6-pack of Little Kings, and he let us have one. He let all of, like, me and my 2 cousins.
Yeah.
He let us have one.
Yeah.
That was the first. I think that was the first beer I ever had. Well, technically that's the first beer I ever drank, but I don't know. You know what Little Kings are, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if they even still have those.
I don't know, actually.
But anyway,
I thought they came back out with them for a little while, but I don't know if they stuck around or not.
right. But then, I will say I tasted beer before.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because my dad had a friend that used to drink a lot, and he would come over and hang out with Dad,
Right.
and so he would throw, he'd throw his cans in, the trash can,
Right.
in the barn while he was out, helping Dad or whatever, and I picked one up one time and it had a little bit left in it.
I bet it did. Randy fucking spit.
It probably, but I tried it. I tried it, and I was like, ugh.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's beer spit. Dude, I don't even take the last drink out of my can.
I know you don't. You're weird.
Yeah, well,
It's your own spit, man.
I don't care. I don't even like swallowing spit like when it's in my mouth. I don't know. Not into it.
What if you have your, you got a little bit of clogging in your nose and you accidentally go like that, and then all of a sudden you,
Oh, it's in my mouth?
yeah.
I'll spit it out. I don't care where I'm at either. I don't care if I'm walking down the fucking Walmart aisle. It's coming out of my mouth. Spit that shit behind some bread or something. Fuck it. I'm just teasing.
I know, but I'm just.
I mean, I have spit.
I mean,
on-
that's happened to me before.
I've spit on the
Anyway.
floor in grocery stores and
Have
shit.
you?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Fuck that. I ain't swallowing some hawker.
I usually go to
You know,
the trash
usually,
can.
well, yeah. If I see a trash can, I'll go spit in it.
Right.
Or if I see like the bathroom right there or something,
Right.
I'll fucking dart off in there and spit it in the trash can or whatever. But like in fucking Lowe's, you know what I mean? I'm just like,
Oh no!
I don't give a fuck. Kick it under a fucking aisle.
You're terrible.
Fuck it, I ain't swallowing it. That's like eating a booger. That's what it is. You're snorting it, and it's a bunch of boogers going into your mouth. I don't know how you can sit there and be like, oh, that's just something that happens.
I don't know if that's it.
And then you can look at people and they're like fucking eating them, and it's like, that flips me out when people eat their boogers.
Yeah,
It's fucking weird,
no, that's.
especially if they're adults. You know what I mean?
I've never seen it.
Have you never seen that?
I've never seen an adult.
Fuck, I have, dude.
I've never seen. I've seen a kid do it. I've never seen an adult do it.
Dude, I've seen adults do some fucked up shit. That's why, okay, I'm not kidding. This is why I'm so fucking nuts, okay? It's because of fucking gross people, dude. I'm not kidding. This is a fucking
so
truth.
this is why you're fucked up, right?
I have watched grown people, right, put their hand in their fucking back of their pants, and fucking like,
Okay, let's not talk
in
about
their
that. Let's not-
underwear.
No. Let's
Oh,
not
yeah,
even-
we're
no,
going
no,
here.
no, no.
and they're in there itching
not
their
going
ass, itching that ass.
Oh no.
And then they go, I can smell it.
Ugh.
Like, what the fuck are you smelling it for? Just answer me that question. Why?
They're making sure it don't stink.
Fucking crazy.
So they can
dude.
shake your hand.
And then so like, dude, this is a true story too. I went to the bath. This was when I was young, like.
Okay, let's get off the subject, man. I don't know.
No, hold on. Was this when I was like 16? I went to the bathroom, right? I came back from the bathroom, and this dude, who I knew but not real well, he's there with one of my actual buddies. This dude is sitting there eating my Cheez-Its with his fucking hand.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep. I fucking slapped the fuck right out of him.
So evidently he wasn't a big football player.
No, he was definitely not. He was in shock, I think. And I was like, don't you ever fucking eat my food, dude. Don't be sticking your hand in my fucking shit. Gross motherfucker. It's gross.
Yeah.
I've calmed down a lot since then, though.
Now, I will say, I have seen people, adults, just pick their nose, like right in front of you.
That's what I mean.
No, but they
And
don't.
then-
But they don't eat it.
You've never seen a dude.
But no. I'm just
Go
saying.
ahead.
I've seen like, people like they'll do that. They'll do this number. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like,
Yes, that is a normal thing. I'm not going to do that in front of people. But I
would
have
not-
done that. I've been like, fuck,
yeah, I know.
gotta
I mean,
get it outta here.
everybody's done it.
Well, yeah, everybody has done nasty shit, but I'm
You
just
don't
saying
eat it.
I don't fucking go and eat it, and I don't go around like if I did that,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go over to fucking anybody else's shit and be like,
And eat their food.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I wouldn't do
You
that
know.
either.
It's fucking crazy, dude. But I've seen people do fucked up
Dude,
shit.
you know what I do?
And stick their hands in like picnic or not picnics, but like family get-togethers or like a big cookout and shit. I've seen people, dude, do crazy shit, and then they walk up there to wherever the table is, and they fucking put their hand in the bag of chips, and I'm like, I ain't eating none of them. Fuck.
You know what?
Yeah.
Me and Kyle had this thing when Kyle was still working, and like if we was in the bathroom together or whatever, like both of us do the same thing. So we always like wash our hands after we're done taking a leak or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like we'll push the paper towel thing again, and then we'll go grab the handle.
Hell yeah. I love those restaurants and places that have that little foot thing at the bottom.
Oh,
So where you
yeah,
just
me
catch
too.
it with your toe and you wing it wide up.
Yes.
Yes. Those
Yeah.
things are badass.
Yeah.
Everywhere needs those for public.
They do actually.
Because them fucking handles are
I
disgusting.
will say one thing. I don't like the what is it? The Dyson hand dryers. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I hate those son of a guns.
Yeah, I just want paper towel. Like, you know what I mean? Like the
Well, now
paper.
I do. Or you know what I really like in a restroom?
What?
I like a sink with paper towels,
Yeah.
and they also have an air dryer.
Okay.
Because
I thought you were going to say something else, and I was going to say you're fucking disgusting.
No, what I like to do is I wipe my hands off with paper towels. I stick my hands under the hair dryer, or the air dryer.
hair dryer.
The air dryer. Stick my hands under the hair dryer just to get them all completely dry
Right.
before I go out. I mean, I think Casey's is that way. Here.
Well, yeah.
But that's the only one I know of. Usually most places either have one or the other.
I'm not a... Have you ever been in the restroom that has the fucking towel?
A long time ago.
Like, you know what I mean? The one that goes like in the machine thing.
Yeah,
Like you just dry your hand, like
I haven't
pull it.
I haven't seen that in a while. Where you like just keep pulling it down.
Yeah, and you're like drying
And
your
it-
hands.
it
and
rotates.
It just loops around.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It doesn't just loop around. There's actually, to be honest with you, I worked at a truck stop at one point. Just to let you know.
Oh.
And the towel that you're getting is all clean because it doesn't just loop around.
What's it do then?
It's got a storage thing for the clean towel at top,
Yeah.
right? And then it has another storage thing underneath it where it stores all of that, and then they take those they take them and just wash them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I bet they do. Kind of rinse them under the sink and throw them back in there.
Well, my gosh, no, the store doesn't do that. They pay a company to do that. It's
There's a lot of lazy companies out there, Andy.
well, it could be, but it's the same companies you're getting your uniforms from too.
Don't get uniforms.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying. At this place.
Oh, yeah. Nah. Don't trust the towel. Not public towel.
Yeah, I remember those. You'd click them like twice before they'd go down. And
Yeah.
you
It's fucking crazy.
click
dude.
them again. I haven't seen those in a long time. But they had them at that truck stop where I used to work.
I guarantee they did. I mean, whatever. It might be fine. I don't want it. I want the towels, like paper towels. Fresh out of the machine. That way, when they're out of there,
You're contributing to pollution.
good.
Paper towels.
You know what was happening before I came along?
Cutting trees down just so you can have your paper towels.
Yep. Trees kill people sometimes, so I'm against trees.
That's a fact. They don't. I mean, I don't know if they. Yeah. I had a friend that a tree fell on.
My buddy's cousin fucking got hit and killed in the fucking head with a log out of a tree. He was a tree trimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking swung down and fucking hit him, killed him.
Really? Wow.
Fuck.
Well.
So see,
All right, let's get off that subject. Okay, let's see. What else do I got? RNA in pork.
RNA. The hell's that?
You know the vaccine?
No.
You know the COVID vaccine?
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah.
RMNA is what they made the vaccine out of.
Okay.
The COVID vaccine. Well, with the two, the Pfizer and the Moderna. Anyway, not what we got, but anyway.
They found it in pork.
No, they're injecting the freaking hogs.
Why?
With it. So we're gonna eat it.
No, I'm not.
And you better buy your pork from.
I will. I'll go right to the butcher. Pay fucking top dollar.
Right. Just saying. It's a thing.
This is fucking crap.
I know.
You can't just go around injecting animals with shit. See, this is why all these kids today, right? It's like they can't grow facial hair for whatever fucking reason, right? It's weird. But
I can't either.
they're like 6 foot fucking. Yes, you can. You got a fucking goatee right there. I'm talking about, dude. These kids got like barely any whiskers growing yet. It's weird. And then they're 6 foot fucking 8.
Feed them more beef.
It's probably all the hormones and shit they fucking go are.
It could be
animals, obviously.
It could be. I know there was a time in the 90s where like all the younger girls were like I remember my brother actually even talked about it. He was like all the younger girls, they had like big boobs and stuff, and they were whatever. And he was talking about it. He was like, I think they're just eating like KFC or McDonald's or something with all those hormones in the food. And
Yeah. Well, what about
or
now?
whatever.
'Cause
But
the tits
he goes,
have disappeared.
He goes, well, I think there's been a push to take them out. But anyway, he was like, yeah, this is nothing like what it was when I was younger. That's what my older brother was telling me. But he's making a joke out of it. But
right. Hey,
yeah,
you know what I wonder sometimes? When the government decided we're fucking stupid.
Well, I think they've always thought that.
I know, but like, so okay, like back in the day, right? Like 1800s, 1700s, right? It was normal to fucking be like teenagers and get married and have a family and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you were mature then.
Yeah, I think
What's fucked up our maturity level to where, you know, the kids stay at home longer now? They fucking, you know, is it because we live longer? Or you think it's cell phones? I didn't have cell phones.
I got married when I was 20.
Yeah, I didn't do that mistake. Okay, I lived a good life.
Just saying. I mean, yeah, I'm older than you, but I mean, I'm not that much older than you. But yeah, I mean, that's the way it was. I mean, actually, back in what was it?
Well, yeah, but you.
In the early 1900s or something like that. I just heard this not too long ago. I think it was early 1900s or.
Yeah, but even during your time, because you weren't that much older than me, like you're still a rarity. Like,
Yeah, I probably am.
well, yeah, you definitely are. All you have to do is look at your brothers and sisters and shit.
Now, right. Well, I guess you're right. Yeah, my brother didn't get married till he was probably. I was probably 20, so he had to be at least in his 30s.
Well, I mean, but what I'm saying is like you and your wife met at church.
Right.
Okay. This is true story. This is true stuff. You guys met at church when you were teenagers. Started dating then. Dated the whole time. Got married. Had 2 kids, boy and a girl.
Right.
Have the 10 acres.
Perfect.
And still married.
living the
I'm not
the
saying,
dream.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, your shit's pulled, like, right out of a page of a book. Like, if somebody was, like, I'm not saying it's perfect or anything. I don't fucking know. I don't live at your house. But what I'm saying is, if you just look at that only, like, from afar, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's, like, what people think when you're young. It's like, you should get with somebody.
Yeah, but
You know, do all these steps, but nobody does that anymore because everybody's whores.
the problem is I think with younger people now is
You think they get bored?
No, I think the problem with younger people now is the internet, for one thing. They look at other people's lives,
Yeah.
and then they want to be like other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
See, I think that's my problem. I don't want to be like anybody else, which I'm not. And then that's what gets me in trouble with my wife.
I'm just saying. I think younger people, they want to be like other people. So the most pushed, or the most whatever it's called, the most outrageous people are the ones that get the most views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. You could, I mean, shoot, you could say, like, for example, like Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not relevant anymore, but like when I was younger, he was.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, dude. He was everywhere.
If we would have had like the internet back in his heyday, then people would be like, you know, I'm sure a lot of guys would be like, you know, yeah, I want to be like him, you know, or whatever.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, he's balling. He's balling the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, well, he's paying the price now.
He still is rich.
Oh, yeah.
He still could ball if he wants to.
He can. He's got health problems, though.
Well, he balled a little too hard.
Yeah, he did.
Hey? Come on, man.
At least he's not dead yet.
That's true.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Uh,
I mean, that happened to a lot of people too.
yeah, dude. Especially a lot of famous people.
Yeah,
Like they got the 27 Club. I think that's crazy how many people
What
died.
was it? Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain,
Right.
Amy Winehouse, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix,
Jimi Hendrix.
Mama
that's,
Cass.
That's the one I was thinking of. Jimi Hendrix.
It's just like, it's like, damn, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
went too hard in the paint, baby.
they did.
Went too hard in the paint.
Going back to a basketball reference.
Yep.
Yeah. No. They did. They went too hard.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so sometimes, especially in my youth, who am I kidding? Sometimes still, I go too hard in the paint, right? For me.
Yeah.
But their level of hard in the paint was probably just fucking nuts, dude. Like, we
Oh, I
probably
know.
can't even fathom, like, what they were doing.
I know.
Like,
right?
drugs and fucking, yeah, dude. We would probably just be like, whoa.
Do you think heroin was involved?
Kurt Cobain's was.
Well, definitely Kurt Cobain.
No, Amy Winehouse is from drinking and taking pills.
Oh, really?
Janis Joplin was heroin and coke.
You think
Speedball.
Jim Morrison?
His heart just gave out.
I don't know, but
But
Is it
you know,
possible?
it could be that she drowned him in the fucking bathtub. I don't know.
could be too.
Yeah, the Jim Morrison thing's a little strange.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened?
What was the guy from shoot? There was two of them actually. What was the guy from Alice in Chains?
Oh yeah, Lane Staley.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was older though.
but he was a heroin addict too, right?
His was heroin and cocaine mixed together. Speedball.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I guess it's like amazing. I don't know. Never tried
Yeah,
it. Never gonna try it.
Never gonna try that one.
I probably would try something
Who
like
was the
that
other
if it
one?
was under like medical advisement, like under like in a hospital controlled, like so they could help me.
Oh right. Well, yeah, that would be
Just so you could
I
experience
mean,
the
yeah,
ride.
that's the only time I take morphine was when I'm
Yeah.
in a hospital.
Man, that shit don't fucking last long, does it?
No, but
It's only like 15 minutes. Then
Pretty
they
good.
got to give you more. and
it's
they give you-
pretty good though. When you
Shit, dude. I'm telling you right now, fucking Demerol, dude, is where it's at.
okay, well, we don't need to talk about drugs.
I'm not saying you can go get Demerol off the fucking streets. I'm saying I used to have real bad fucking migraines, like a lot, like right above my eye, and like every once in a while it would get so intense, dude. I'd be like throwing up and shit. Like it was bad. So I went to the ER one time. It was that bad. I thought like a fucking aneurysm busted in my head or something, dude. It was fucking awful. Like I was fucking throwing up everywhere. Like it hurt so bad. And anyway, they gave me a shot of Demerol in the ass, right? And holy fuck, dude. It was like 20 minutes later. The headache was gone, right? And I was trashed. I was just like, oh, God. I can't function. Like, that's all I can remember thinking while I'm in the hospital bed. And I'm like, oh, God, I can't function. Oh, they OD'd me. Or I'm dying. Like, this thing's like,
Right.
my blood's
I
fucking.
heard this one thing. This one guy, he was on Rogan one time, and he was talking about ibogaine.
I've never even heard of that.
Well,
Must be potent.
it's like a psychotic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he goes, "Wow, they just." he was talking, and he was like, "I'm sitting in the doctor's office. They just gave me the ibogaine," and he goes, "I am tripping balls." He goes, "I can't believe they did this to me." But anyway, it wasn't. I think he was trying to get off something. I guess if you take that,
Yeah.
I guess that's like Ibogaine is supposed to be, if you're, you got to be under medical care because in case you have any kind of, issues.
Right, yeah.
But like heart attack or whatever. But I guess you actually end up giving up all your addictions. Like people got off smoking.
Oh, that's the what did you say it is?
Ibogaine.
It's Ibogaine? But you got to go to the other country to take that shit, right?
No.
Or is that
no? They're doing it here now.
Oh, okay.
They're starting to do it here now.
I was thinking about that shit Ron White took. What was that?
Oh, that was
That's what tripping balls shit though.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot about that. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it.
I can't either.
It's
ayahuasca or something.
ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, ayahuasca.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to go and you take it for like you take it like for like 3 days in a row.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're fucked
And then
up.
but you're with a guy.
Yeah.
Also,
I think you were with several.
Right. But
It's
no,
like
I mean you're with somebody that's
Yeah, somebody's babysitting you.
Yes.
So you don't fuck up.
right. But anyway, I guess a lot of people quit drinking over that. But I guess Ibogaine, or did I say that right?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Ibogaine or whatever. If you just do like one of these or something, people quit smoking, they quit drinking, like
When the fuck do you sign up for this stuff? I want to quit smoking.
Me too.
I'll fucking get right in there. I don't care.
Well, this guy in Rogan, he was saying he was tripping balls in the friggin'
I don't
doctor's, waiting room or whatever.
Dude, I had esophagus surgery, right? Because I have acid reflux. So I had to have surgery because I had a bunch of scar tissue in there. It's blocking my esophagus, making me choke, right?
Suck too many.
Anyway, they give you the suck too many dicks, damn me. Anyway, they gave me these pills, right? And they're like, you're gonna be loopy where you probably won't remember anything, but you're not being put to sleep. And I was like, oh, okay. Took these pills. I remember the beginning of the whole fucking thing, and then they gave me a shot of this shit. Like in the vein. Dude, it was on. I don't remember nothing.
You're out.
Right? Don't remember anything. But I guess they would, I was awake when they brought me out. Mm-hmm. The people that were there that had to drive me home, they said, oh yeah, you're awake.
But you don't remember
No.
anything.
So they got me up to the recovery area. And I guess I had one of them little oxygen sensors on, right? And the light was like little red light. And I kept going. Fucking cigarette keeps going out, and I'm like looking. I'm like, where's my fucking lighter at? Right. So, and then I guess this is what I said. I said, dude, I know that I'm fucked up because I know that I'm in a hospital bed. But I can see this little boy sitting with his dog and they're fishing in this lake. I was trashed, dude. Thrashed and trashed, dude. They had me fucking messed up.
I did they did a scope on me one time because I was having stomach issues also.
Right.
Which you helped me with that. But anyway.
Dr. Sean.
But anyway, I didn't know that's what it was. But anyway, they did a scope on me once because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And they knocked me out for that scope. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit, man. They I went back after my surgery was over. After I came off it was like a couple days later or whatever. I watched on YouTube what they do during that surgery.
Oh,
dude, I'm so glad I didn't watch that before. Dude, they take this. It looks like a cable, like an MC cable, like electric cable. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then it's got this ball like that big around on the end of it. They fucking shove that thing down into your throat, and they go, and they're just stretching all that back out, like and getting rid of that scar tissue.
Oh,
I was like, if I would have watched that beforehand, no,
right.
There's no way. No way.
Right.
Anyway, best part is I came down, right? Well, okay, here, let me tell this one part because it's funny. They wouldn't let me leave until I went to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom. Like I couldn't hardly walk. I was still so fucked up. And I was like, can I please sit down and pee? And they said, no, you have to be able to stand up. I was like, do the women have to? And they're like, no. And I was like, right? I get back in the bed. They wheel this woman in. She comes in next to me. I'm pretty much clear-headed then. Mm-hmm. This lady is going. Her husband's with her. She's going, oh. It's setting off her oxygen sensors and shit. Like she's holding her breath. And they go, you got to breathe. You got to breathe. And she's like, you can't breathe underwater, dumbasses. She thought she was like swimming. It was funny as shit.
Oh, that's
good
funny.
stuff.
All right, let's take a break.
We ain't taking a break.
Yeah, we are.
Why, you got shit?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Randy's got a shit. Just shit your pants. It's all right. I got some upstairs. All right, party people. We're going to take our little breaky break. So you can pee and poo and do whatever you're going to do. Get on with your Sunday or whatever day it is that you're listening to this. Right, Randy?
That's right.
Whatever.
You can listen to it whenever you want. That's a good thing about it.
Yeah, and it's free. I like having free stuff.
Right.
Anyway, we'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere, and if you do, you're an idiot. All right, bye.
I'm Randy. This is Rural America.
I'm Sean. This is Rural America Podcast. Bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rural America Podcast. Randy.
Blue Moon of Kentucky. Oh, no, that's not the song.
Damn. Well, Randy, what do you think this year, how the show's been going?
Oh, it's been going.
Yeah, it's been going. Anyway, Randy, you know where you can find us?
Yeah, ruralamericapodcast.com.
.com. Don't forget that part.
Right.
It's on the line, in case you haven't seen it.
Or we're on Spotify, Anchor,
Breaker. YouTube.
Sometimes.
Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Wherever you
shit.
get your podcast.
Yeah, Facebook. Don't forget to get on there and like us and poke us and yeah, make love to us. I'm just kidding. Where am I? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Wake up, man.
Oh, tired. COVID.
Right?
Yeah. Getting crazy out there. I want to give a shout out to
What?
TCW Wrestling.
Yeah.
Check them out. Go to their YouTube page. You can also check them out on AIM Television. Check them out there as well. Need to get out there and see these guys. Watch some power drives and DDTs and all kinds of shit.
Awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Randy? You gonna get in the dirt?
Oh, yeah. I got Lake Cumberland Speedway. You can go to lcspeedway.net to get on their website. Next month, well, actually this month, when this comes out, April 1st will be an open practice. On the 8th, they will be off.
April 1st. That's over.
Yeah, I know.
Randy's trying to time travel.
I'm just saying, for this month, this is what I'm pulling up for this month.
This is May.
No, this is April.
This is May, bro.
Well, I can do May, too.
Okay, we'll do May.
I'll do both of them. How
Well,
about
there's
that?
one day left in April.
No.
Yeah. It's April 30th, bro.
All right, let's start over. Just start over.
Hell no, we're going to keep on trucking with this one. This one's a good one.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The Time Traveler.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So May 6th, they're off that day. It's Ralph Latham Memorial, whatever. I don't know about that, but on the 13th of May, it's the Legend Car Special, $1,200 to win. On the 20th of May, Kids Night, info to be announced. And on the 27th of May, Johnny Wheeler Memorial, Ironman Super Late Models, $7,531 to win.
There we go. Shit.
And that's Lake Cumberland Speedway. Check it out. You can go to their website. Like I said, lcspeedway.net.
Yeah, buddy. Anyway, if anyone else would want a shout out for us to do on the next ad campaign that we're going to be doing, hey, write in, let us know. We'll yell it out there for you.
Better shout out Fish Moon.
Fish Moon Brewery, hello. And yeah. And shout out to, here we go, Randy, the list.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. United States, Germany, United Kingdom, India, Canada, Brazil, Thailand, Singapore, Israel, Bangladesh, Sweden, Jamaica, Italy, Ireland, Poland, Philippines, Australia, Belgium, Norway, Indonesia, Uruguay, Japan, Taiwan, Hungary, Russia, Dominican Republic, Portugal, Republic of Lithuania, and Denmark. Good night.
Denmark.
Worldwide.
Is Denmark, was that on there before?
Yeah, it was on there
okay.
before. Yeah, that was the one we kept trying to add, but it took forever for the month to go by. But it's okay.
Well, I was in the last month anyway, remember?
Yeah. So don't forget to find us on Facebook. Listen to us on Spotify. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you're probably already listening to us. Share it. Share it with your friends. Let them have some laughs, okay? Don't hoard this show to yourself. Don't be stingy. Right, Randy?
That's right. And now back to the lizard people.
Yep. We're going back in time again. Hell, we might go back to 1927 when shit was crazy. All right, party people. Let's get back to the show. You guys have fun. I'm Sean.
And I'm Randy.
And this is Rule America. Hello, Randall.
Hello, Sean.
We're back again.
Here we are.
And hello to you, and welcome back to Rural America Podcast, where all your dreams come true. Or whatever. Right, Randy?
Just living the dream, man.
Hey, every day. And if it's not mine, it's somebody else's, right?
That's right. That's what they say.
I think it's usually somebody else's. But hey, it's okay. Somebody.
I don't know. Now what do you want to talk about?
Oh.
Did you see that Biden's sending, what was it? He's sending some troops down to the southern border.
For what?
For the big...
Like a big show?
No, the big migration is supposed to be coming.
Like what? Like a herd of fucking...
No, they're doing away with that, what do they call it?
Herd of Mexicans are at your way.
Not Mexicans. Well, these are all like Venezuelan people and all that, but no, they're Title 49 or something. I think it's what it's called. It's going to go away, which allows under that. I think Trump put it in place that under that executive order, they can deny people coming in
Right.
because of COVID and stuff like that. But now it's going to go away.
You should be able to deny people fucking coming in anyway if you want to. It's a country.
I don't know. But anyway.
We'll get denied if we try to go do some flippy shit somewhere.
You know what? You know the funny thing is,
Go to North Korea, see what happens. Just
Right.
walk in there.
right? The funny thing is, I was listening to this one guy the other day, and he was like, well, he was flying back. He had to go and report on something in another country or whatever, and he was sitting in an airport, and they detained him and searched everything or whatever. And he goes, I'd have been better off if I would have just went down to Mexico and just walked across the border. And he goes, I'm an American citizen.
It's it is really
Because they took him, they had him, they was like searching everything for hours. He said it took hours.
yeah, probably. I mean, dude, like all these immigrants are wanting to come over here, right? Which I'm saying right now is still fine.
I don't blame him, actually.
I don't either. But pretty soon we're just going to be like where they left. And then we're all screwed.
Well,
Okay, why don't you guys
hopefully
break it
not.
up?
Hopefully not.
Go to Canada, some of you go to UK.
I've heard some people are flying into Canada and trying to get across the northern border because it's not as strict. I don't know.
Really?
I've heard that.
I've never left the country.
I've been to Canada once, but
Did you drive through there?
It was when I was a kid.
Oh. Yeah, it was probably less strict back then.
It was way less strict. I think it was when I was a kid. I think my grandparents took us up in there for a little bit, and but that's the only time I've ever left the country.
Right. I've seen a picture. Most of you can look it up if you want. I guarantee it. Just you can Google it. Google image, Canadian-U.S. border, like in Montana or...
Oh, yeah, I think we talked about
it's just
this.
like a big, 100-yard line of trees that are just missing. Like 100 yards wide probably of just trees gone. And that's the borderline. It's crazy. That's it. Like you could run right across there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't fucking go to Canada. I'm just... It ain't time to run away from here yet.
Not yet.
There's not anywhere else that's better to go right now.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I don't know where in the fuck else I don't know where you would go right now. Like, say it popped off tomorrow, right? Like something crazy with U.S. dollar or some catastrophe, right? Happen in America. Where would you try to go to? There's nowhere to go.
No, there's nowhere to go.
Not even if you have a sailboat.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You might find an island somewhere. If you can make it.
If you can make it, and if it's got live, some fucking animals on it. Because if not, you're going to be screwed.
Right.
Can't live on coconut water forever.
That's for sure.
I couldn't anyway. It's disgusting. I don't ever want to experience that where you can drink anything because you're so thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I think it's crazy that your body will make you do shit to survive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like your mind will just fucking go crazy. You'll eat people. It doesn't matter. Fucking, you will, man. Fucking Donner Party, right? Back in the day.
I know.
And then you had the plane crash in the Chili Mountains. Mm-hmm. That soccer team, when they fucking ate part of the dead people and shit. That's like, damn. Whew. I just don't want to ever have to experience anything like that. That would be awful.
Yeah, it would definitely be awful.
That's what depressed people need to think about. You get all depressed and sad. Just sit back and think, man. Well, at least I wasn't up in the Chili Mountains eating fucking dead ass off my friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's kind of nuts.
Hell, maybe we land on Epstein Island. By the time we get there, the kids would be grown, right?
That was not bad.
No, that's pretty good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, you got anything else?
Nope. All right. Good night.
You know there's a writer's strike going on, right?
Oh, another one? That means no wonder there's no shit coming out.
Yeah, I know. No, there's no Jimmy Kimmel. There's no Colbert. There's no, Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, their writers they can strike all day, night.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like any of those shows anymore.
Actually, also Bill Maher. There's no Bill Maher.
He don't have his own he can't write his own show or what?
I guess he has.
This really
I
drives
guess he
me-
has writers.
This really drives me nuts with these people. It's like, why in the fuck do you have writers? We don't have writers, Randy. We fucking just have a show.
No, our show's scripted.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yep. That's why I have this device right here. Oh shit! Look right into the camera and say bullshit. Anyway.
Yeah, I think. Well, we got the Clintons on the writer team and the Bushes.
Hell yeah,
So-
we do. We got them both. We got if you guys really want to know the truth, we got Osama bin Laden making knit caps for the wintertime.
Yeah, because he didn't really get killed anyway.
No, they just sent me to rural America.
Yeah, he's in eyewitness protection.
Yeah. He's working for the CIA.
Right.
Too soon?
Yeah,
I don't think so. That was 20 fucking years ago. Over 20 now.
I don't think it's too soon. Not for him.
It's crazy that it's been that long. Realistically, to me, it seems weird. Like the 9/11 shit and all that.
Yeah.
Like that was forever ago now.
Yeah, I know.
Like when you start talking about it, you're like, yeah, man, that just happened a few years ago. And then you're like, holy shit, that's been over 20 years ago.
I know, it's crazy.
Getting old.
Yeah. I remember watching it. I got freaking depressed watching all the footage of everything. I don't know if you did or not. I watched it. Like,
yeah,
me
dude.
and
That's
my
like the worst fucking thing to watch.
me and my wife watched like all this different footage.
Well, yeah, dude.
For
People
days.
were jumping out the fucking windows and shit
I
because
know.
they didn't want to burn. It's
Yeah,
like, God,
it was
dang.
really really depressing.
Fuck yeah. It was the whole time was depressing.
Yeah. I think you could probably say the same thing about when COVID happened with the kids. They weren't allowed to socialize or whatever, and they're just developing.
Oh yeah, I think it definitely messed a lot of kids' minds up.
Yeah.
Them not being able to socialize for 2 fucking years.
Right.
Some people couldn't even have a graduation.
Yeah.
So they'll never get that back.
I think adults probably dealt with it a little bit better, but the kids, I think, we're going to be screwed for a while, I think.
Oh
As
no,
far
we're gonna
as-
be screwed forever.
No, I'm just saying,
It's just gonna get worse.
you think?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. And then something's gonna happen. Probably another big reset. We're gonna get fucking taken out, and then here's dude. I seen these. I'm sure they're okay. Let me say this very clearly. My opinion is they're deep faked. Okay, but it's still interesting.
You talking about Tucker Carlson videos?
No. These pictures, dude. These pictures, right? So somebody put out here online these pictures of them. Like, okay, you know how they unearthed the pyramids? You know what I mean?
Okay. No.
Pyramids were buried. Like the Sphinx and all that shit out there, that was all buried, right?
Really? I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they found that shit. They find like the Roman ruins. They found that and dug it.
Okay.
So there's these pictures floating around the internet right now of them unexcavating the Capitol building and the White House.
I don't know what you mean.
Like it was buried at one time, and we unearthed it.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying that my opinion is it's a deep fake picture.
Well, I'm sure it has to be.
But it's old and grainy and looks like it's from like, 1800s or some
Yeah.
shit.
Well, they said what was it?
But it's like almost all these buildings that exist were already here when we got here. We just started unearthing it, right? Like we didn't build any of this shit that's here.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the pictures are meant to, like. There was another civilization before us, and they just got fucked up. We all went back to whatever.
Now, I don't know if I disagree with that, but not the buildings though. But I mean, how in the heck did they build the pyramids? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, there's that, and then another weird thing is that, so basically, we just assumed forever that, like, no one's ever been to the Americas till Christopher Columbus or whatever,
Yeah, that's not true.
it was just Native Americans. That's it.
It's not
fucking American Indians. And then we want to believe, like, for whatever reason, Texas wasn't like basically, Texas and the whole West was fucking Mexico at one time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. No one wants to go back and look at any of that cool shit.
Right. Well,
do you think that there was my whole thing is everybody thought that, right? Fucking, Mexico was just Mexico.
I think our history is totally wrong.
Well, yeah, I do too. I mean, how can you have pyramids in all these different countries?
Right.
That basically are like the same fucking shit.
But also and
they also all line up like with stars and like constellations.
Right.
That's weird.
It's weird, and they're perfectly built. Like, I mean,
yeah.
We can't even do it today. So anyway, I don't know, but anyway, as far as the Americas go, or like the United States goes, I think there were people here before
Christopher Columbus.
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fact, but there were people. I think there were people here before the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I heard this one guy talk, and he was like, "Yeah, back before the oceans rised or whatever, and they still had the Bering Strait. A lot of the people that were here a long time ago was from like Siberia or something.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Like, well, look at the Eskimo people of Alaska.
Right.
I mean, they definitely look of like older, like some Asian descent. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
I don't either, but I mean, I don't know nothing.
I just think it's very interesting.
I just heard this one guy talking about it. It was really, really interesting about even before the. I mean, like even during like the Stone Age or whatever, there's becoming proof that there was people here. You know what I'm saying? In the United States, and they've got sites and everything now where they're digging.
Right.
Like archaeologists and stuff are digging. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that, but it's kind of interesting that how we've got history wrong the whole time.
That
And then they're gonna get it wrong from now on. Also,
I don't know what the fuck it was called, and I feel like an idiot because I know I'm gonna get this wrong, and people that do know are gonna probably be all like, that's not what it's called, you idiot." But anyway, there was a library, right? I think it was the Alexandria Library or whatever it was way back in the day.
oh yeah,
that
it burnt down.
Yeah, and it had like all like kinds of history scrolls
Right.
and all kinds of shit in it. Mm-hmm. And now nobody knows anything beyond that period.
You're right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's what it's called or not, but
Yeah, I don't. I could be wrong, but I thought it was like something
knew
like that.
I knew where you were going with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Like the only thing you know about history is what you're told about history, plain and simple.
That's a fact.
When you're a kid,
right,
then when you get older,
you're like,
oh,
wow, that don't make sense.
what do you mean we just came over here? You know, and then the greatest thing in the fucking world, do you want to know what's even better? Is that every single school across America portrays Christopher Columbus like he was a fucking white dude. That's even the greatest. That's even better.
He wasn't white?
No, he's Spanish.
Oh, okay.
He's a Spaniard.
Oh, bet he owned slaves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so he's bad.
The first.
Well, that's what's happening now.
The first person on paper to ever own slaves was a black guy. You can look that up.
Well, we don't have to talk about that, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
There's a really good.
Nobody knows history. All
Shit.
they hear is say, "Here's what happens." A loud crowd all gets together and they say, "You know what? This is just the opposite shit that's happening." Okay? There was a group of people back in the day that came over here, and we all settled, and we were trying to be like, you know, accompanying this nation with Native Americans. We brought diseases over here.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
a fact.
Started killing off all their people. Basically, probably made them think we were some kind of fucking nut jobs, dirty psychos or something. You know what I mean? They don't know. All they know is they get around white people and people die. Right?
Right.
So they probably did start fucking us up, especially like the Comanches and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If it wasn't for the lever action rifle, Indians would have kicked our ass, and this would have never been.
Never would have happened.
Never would have happened.
Not-
All just over just
I think that was.
Over Peter.
I think it was more like the Colt pistol.
that too.
That,
Well,
that was the-
90% of
that
it was
the first
disease.
thing. Yeah.
Came over here and we sneezed all over them, like a bunch of fucking piece of shit, nasty people that just woke up from the plague.
Well, that's-
obviously, fucking 100 years before,
Right.
came over here.
And that's why if aliens ever show up, you shouldn't really get around them because you don't know.
Yeah, they'll give you the flu.
Or
Alien
or we'll
flu.
give them the flu.
Or yeah, we'll get them sick.
I don't know.
That's probably why they don't ever land.
right.
They're like, dude, have you been watching the history of this planet? These fucking guys had a plague like 400 years ago. Killed half the world. You ever heard of a guy named Genghis Khan? Fucking guy who changed the carbon footprint of the world because he killed so many.
Yeah.
We're not landing. This is a no land zone. This is like it's probably like one of the. Here's what it is. You know why UFOs aren't all the time, right? It's because it's like the flight they're trying to have to the moon or whatever, and it costs $1 million fucking dollars for a ticket to go up to like touch space and come back down, right? Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah, that's what these aliens are doing. These are fucking aliens paying like, you know, whatever fucking coupon money they have paying millions, and they swoop in here to speed of light from another galaxy. They come, they look at America.
Look at them.
Then they
Look at all those.
They go invisible, and then
weird
they
people.
just sit and they watch and let all the people there watch how fucking retarded we are.
Yeah.
And then they go, "Oh my god, I thought we were trying to take this over," and they're like, "Yeah, fucking not right now. We'll wait. They'll kill each other eventually." They always have.
Yeah.
It is crazy if you really look at history. It's just a big fucking mess of fighting,
Oh yeah.
and
It's in,
that's it.
It's in our DNA.
Yeah, which is weird. You think we'd try to like finally break the shit, you know, and everybody just fucking be normal,
Right.
live your life. You're lucky to be here, type thing.
Live and let live.
Yeah. Do you know how many, like, not to get like grim or anything, but you know how many people just aren't born? You know what I mean? Due to either accidental or purposely or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. 80,
So if you-
80
So if you look at it,
thousand since, what was it? Since Roe v. Wade was put in
yeah, so that's 80,000 people.
that we could have had here.
Right. That would have, I'm not saying they all would have been fucking, you know, whatever, but those could have been humans.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very weird to me. I mean, especially when you look at it and you're like, that's how lucky I am. Like, that could have happened.
Yeah.
Like, either one
Well,
of those things.
you can look at it that
especially
way.
with me, because my actual mom was a teenager when I was born. So that could have definitely easily happened to me. Like, fucking, you know, fuck this. I ain't dealing with this motherfucker. Yeah. She was 15.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. But you can also look at it this way. There's people now saying, I didn't choose to be born.
Yeah, well, you know what? None of us did. You've got to be the one that fucking wants to fucking do stuff. Yeah, the world's not going to hand it to you. I promise you.
I'm just saying there's people out there saying that.
I
Isn't
know.
that weird?
That is extremely weird. And it's selfish and shitty is what it is. I didn't choose to be born. Yeah, nobody did. Nobody chose themselves to be born, you idiots. You're lucky to be here. That's what I'm saying. You're fucking lucky. You need to make... Now, I'm not saying everybody's lucky. There's definitely some crazy... Like, North Korea. I'd hate to have been born over there.
Right.
But that's what I'm talking about, and that goes back to the United States, like how shitty we are and how terrible this country is and how racist and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, the media tries to portray this place. Well, then go over to North Korea. You're not allowed to leave if you're a citizen there.
Right.
You can't fucking fly anywhere. You can't go outside of North Korea. You can't have no outside influence in North Korea. Nothing. Or you're going to be locked up. And what's fucked up, too, is that if you fuck up, even your kids could have to finish out some crazy sentence.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they prosecute the whole family.
Yeah.
If you...
How about that?
Yeah, if you mess up, they prosecute the whole family. Like...
Yeah.
For generations.
Yeah, and how many fucking people out there listening right now, you guys, you know, because I know I do. Hey, we all have somebody in our family that would have got us all fucking locked up. Guaranteed. And I'm
yeah.
not saying I wouldn't have been one of them. I might have been. But I'm just saying, that would be awful.
Yeah, it would be.
Come to the fucking cookout, you know. Here he fucking comes. Oh, you're going to get us thrown in prison again this year? It's like, you guys ain't over that?
Right.
Yeah.
Dude. Nice
yeah.
rant, man.
Well, it's just, it's aggravating to me that people just can't fucking just shut the fuck up, mind their own business, and we all just, everybody just be normal. You know, when you're a kid, you don't give a fuck about anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're kind of like a sociopath. Right?
Yeah.
You don't give a shit. You give a shit
That's
about
true.
your stuff.
Right.
Don't touch my stuff. That's mine. right? And then you get
You know-
taught.
You know what?
You got to share.
There's
You
a-
got to do all this stuff. But in
I heard-
reality,
I
it's
heard
not
that-
in human nature to share.
I had this this good line that I heard the other day. It's been a few weeks ago, but one of the guys I was listening to, he goes, his son goes, he's got like a young son, like pretty young son,
Right.
and he goes, his son said to him, this is him telling the story, but he said, his son goes, "This is my toy," and he looks at him and he said, "No, it's my toy. Everything in this house is mine."
Well, that is true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It was a pretty funny thing to say.
Well,
Good thing to keep in mind, I guess. I don't know. If you're raising young kids, it's being troubled.
I'm definitely raising young kids for sure. Almost one of them's adult now. I kind of feel bad for him because I know he doesn't have anything figured out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's one of those, like, headstrong fucking people like me that's
Well-
going to end up learning the hard way.
Send-
But I got 5 kids.
Tell him to listen to Conway Twitty.
Shit, dude. It's been a long time. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, honestly, man, I look at my own kids and I just fucking sit there and look at them and I think, not the youngest one yet, because, you know, but all the rest of them, all the other 4. I just look at them and I'm like, you're a year away from being an adult. You're 6 years away from being an adult. What the fuck? You're fucking 9 years away from being an adult. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, you guys act totally different from how I acted when I was your guys' age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, man, I hope you guys fucking figure shit out.
I think
Like,
they will.
I'm supposed to fucking help you, and I try, but it's like they don't give a fuck. Is that how I acted though when I was young? Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like your parents try to give you advice, and you're just like, yeah, all right. I won't fucking.
I think, actually, to be honest, I think it's totally normal. Am I on?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think
Yeah, you're all the way in the red. By the way, we went, people who wrote in about the sound. So I have us literally all in the red the entire show. So this might be fucking crazy sounding, like fucking hurting your, bleeding your ears. And if it is, you just write in and let us know about that, and then I'll know where to go with a happy medium for everybody.
Well, I will say the one I listened to, it was hard to hear it. Both of us. To me.
Really?
Yeah. The one, you remember I was telling you we had.
Well,
one,
we are in the red.
Do you remember the one I told you we had like several views on YouTube?
Yeah.
And anyway, I listened back to it, and I it was hard to hear either one of us, to be honest.
Really?
But I was even worse than you. Just saying.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. This place,
I think my cable was too long.
well, this fucking studio, to be honest with you, could use a, everything being unplugged, probably air dust sprayed.
Oh, yeah.
Spray off the computer, spray off the board. I mean, we've been in here for a little while now, and we haven't really. Obviously, we've definitely cleaned up our desks and floor and shit like that, but
Right.
we haven't unplugged any of this shit since we moved in here. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, Randy. Anyway, what was that porn you were wanting to talk about?
No. I'll show it to you later. I don't want to bring it up on the podcast. But anyway,
I was about half hard until he said that.
Tucker Carlson, he got offered $100 million from.
Spotify.
No, it wasn't Spotify. It was it was another place. And I can't remember where it was, but
He turned it down.
I haven't heard nothing. So I'm guessing he's probably going to turn it down because it was like a 5-year contract, $20 million a year.
Yeah. $20 million a year though, dude, to do nothing. Just talk.
I understand, but I think he could do better anyway. I think he's going to turn it down. I think he's going to. I think it was a media company, but it was like a what do you call it? Like I don't know. It was like a lower level media thing. Like
If he wants to be real, like he claims he wants to be, right?
he needs to.
He needs to start a podcast of his own.
Yep.
And let it just take off from there.
Or
People
not,
are gonna-
not even a podcast. He could even do a YouTube show.
Yeah.
Although then he's bound by the censors of YouTube. But
Yeah, so are we though, but like but we're on other places too. So it's he would be too. He'd be all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think on this one, they offered him. You pretty much he could do. He just had, I think what it was. He just needed to be involved. They offered him president of the company.
What?
And they also, they offered him that. They also offered him a podcast.
Shit, man. They must have really wanted him bad.
Yeah, and then a platform also besides the podcast.
Right.
And something else. There was something else.
I
can't remember.
I wouldn't want to do that.
You wouldn't take $20 million a year?
No. I'm not. I'm saying like, okay, let's just say, okay, for shits and giggles, that whatever company wanted to come in and wanted us to do our podcast, right? But then wanted us to do this other show, and then wanted us to do this other show.
Right.
I'd be like, fuck that.
Right.
I am not doing 3 different shows. Like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? It's the same thing, like on each one, but like different. Like, no. We'll do the podcast right where it's at. Send me a check. How about that?
Yeah.
And don't tell me what to fucking say either, because it ain't happening.
Well, yeah.
We'd have to have some really smart lawyers to be able to read through those contracts.
You know what's weird to me? I was going to ask you about this, actually. But, like, when we had Papa Rocks on, or when we had the other dude on, the prepper guy.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, most of
James, the prepper.
Yeah. Okay. Most podcasts ask them to sign a disclosure or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how are you going to do that over the phone?
Well, I guess you could
Email it to them?
I guess you could, you could do an email, or I guess you could like do a pre-recorded thing. You know what I mean? Where you have them like recorded saying like, they agree to whatever.
Yeah, that might be.
But that's why
It might be the way to go. I mean, I think
Well-
I think we're gonna if we start getting
that'd be
bigger,
different. That'd be different, yeah.
If we start getting a little bit bigger, we need to probably.
But we don't
start-
accept any money right now, so
No, we don't.
that's why I'm not
we
worried
don't take
about.
any
Yeah,
advertising.
yeah. I mean, what are they gonna do? I have the email saying they wanted to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we ever did get sued, they ain't gonna get much.
Right.
Microphone,
Yeah.
mic cable.
Your laptop, maybe.
Yeah, good luck. I mean,
Might be like Hunter Biden's.
I don't know if it's like that, but I guarantee you that if I like shut this thing off for 10 days, it'd probably never turn back on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's that old. It's old.
No, but anyway, no, I don't know. I was just thinking about that the other day, and I was just wondering what you thought about it. But I know, what was it? I think on Rogan the other day, he had a guy come in and he was actually even saying, "Oh well, yeah, I got here early, and they made me sign a disclosure agreement." And all
Oh
that.
shit.
And anyway, so I'm just saying, I don't know. We might want to be more careful going on. I mean, I don't. I'm sorry to bore you guys with this stuff, but this is stuff we need to think about probably.
Well, as soon as we start collecting all them checks, then I'll worry about it.
Yeah, we ain't checked. We haven't collected any yet, right?
Nope.
We just do it for fun.
Free range, like the chickens.
You know what? I've been
Organic. This is an organic show. It's all natural.
right. I've been actually looking at. I spent like I don't know hours one day. I think did I talk about this last time? Just watching like reactions to old songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've seen some of those videos. Yeah, they are good. Some of them are really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Some
But-
of the reactions are like really surprising.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
Yeah,
some people that you would be like, "Oh my god, they're not gonna like that song
Right.
at all," and they're like,
yeah,
they're just getting down with that music. Yeah.
yeah. Like I listened to one the other day. It was David Allan Coe.
Oh yeah.
Country, what was it? Shoot, I can't even remember. It was David Allan Coe. If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass.
Right.
It was actually pretty good. The reaction to it,
Oh yeah.
they were like, "That ain't that bad."
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
It's all these fucking weirdos out here
Yeah.
that fucking make things seem like they're terrible.
Right.
Like society is trying to make you now think, if you like that song, then you're just a piece of shit racist. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's a fucking song, man. It's a good song. Anybody that likes music probably likes that song.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get into all that, but
There you are right
got,
now.
I got
No, I'm
more.
just
I got more thoughts on it. I'll tell you off the air. I'm not gonna put this on here, but
Yeah, Randy has to put on his pointy white hat before he starts lecturing me about the white man's music.
keep
I'm
my
just
robe and my
your
red belt.
grandmaster,
Yeah.
grandmaster fucking robe. Shit.
No,
We better not make fun of them. They'll be after us. I'm just kidding. I'm not scared of the fucking Ku Klux Klan. I don't know. What is there, like 10 members now?
maybe if you're lucky.
That's across America.
yeah. If you're lucky, yeah.
And they still live in the South. Talking about the old days.
No, they're in Middle America now.
Oh no, they're in the Midwest. Help. Dude,
I don't know.
could you
I don't know.
fucking
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
talking
Could you
out of my
imagine
ass.
being in a town where all of a sudden, like, you're like, oh, what are they doing? Having like parade today or something, and then it's a fucking Ku Klux Klan march. I would talk so much shit. I'd be like, bro, we all know you're not ghosts, and we have forever now. No one's scared of your sheets. They're scared. That's the problem.
It is.
They wanna hide.
You're actually right.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, I mean, you could say that about.
And they're fucking embarrassed.
You're also saying the same thing about like all of the racist stuff that's going on. They're all scared.
Yeah,
like you said.
Antifa and all of them. They all fucking wear
know
these
what?
fucking masks like they're in Fortnite. That's the worst thing that ever happened in this country is the masks. It led to Antifa. These fucking kids sat around and played Fortnite their whole fucking life because they're idiots. And then when the mask thing came along, they were like, oh, yeah. They fucking wore the little fucking ninja hood and the fucking mask with the fucking, the sunglass. And then they're like, yeah, defund the police. And then somebody goes to kick their fucking ass, and then they're like, help me. Remember when all them bikers fucking ran them out of that town? Antifa?
remember that.
Yeah, dude. They weren't messing around.
Listen, the funny thing is, we ought to get some Antifa shirts
Yeah.
and then go to a white rally.
Yeah. We'll go to
A white nationalist rally.
Where in the hell do you find those at?
I
Can
don't
you find
know.
them online, I wonder?
I don't know.
Dude, that'd be the most fucked up thing ever, wouldn't it? Us go to a fucking, some kind of fucking crazy racial fucking white supremacist thing.
Yeah, with Antifa shirts
Yeah.
on.
Like, you with Antifa? I'm like, who? That's Latifa. It's my dog's name. Just play real role.
Right.
Like, you guys are rural, but we're rural. Hi, Antifa. It's my dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't agree with, I don't agree with the differences between how they're treating Antifa. I mean, my gosh, there was this woman that, well, anyway, let me finish what I was saying. I don't agree with how the judicial system is treating Antifa people differently than, say, right wingers. Because back in the day, right? Back in the day, it was like standard. I mean, you had freaking Jewish people representing Nazis
Right.
because they had the right to protest, back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it should be. But now the judicial system is,
You got women that want beat up, like
They're-
back in the 50s.
well, I don't know.
They
about
should
that.
have
Okay.
their right.
I don't
Right,
know.
Randall?
I don't know about that.
I'm just
but
kidding.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying the difference between the way they treat criminals, if you're an Antifa rioter or if you're a January 6th rioter,
Oh, yeah, it's totally different.
totally different.
And you know what's fucked up is it's a fact that there was police officers blinded because they were shining lasers in their eyes and shit. They burnt shit down to the ground.
They burnt. But what was it in?
They robbed all these fucking stores that they said they were for.
Yeah, I'm
Weird.
I was listening to one guy and he was saying he went to a restaurant or something, or like a diner, and they had a Antifa sign in their window, and he goes, "Why do you have that sign in the window?" And they were like, "Well, we don't really agree with it, but we don't want to get burnt down."
I mean, I get that. But fuck them. I wouldn't hang up whatever. I wouldn't hang up a Nazi fucking flag in my
No,
shop
no.
so they wouldn't burn it down. Like,
No, I
fuck
know.
them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't hang anything in my fucking shop if I had a shop. Like, fuck you.
Right.
You know what's going up? American flag, because this is America. The end.
America.
I'm not supporting any other fucking flag except like Irish. Go Ireland. Irish flag I would definitely have, and like an Indiana flag. That would be it. Yeah, I wouldn't support any other fucking weirdness. I'd support my country, my heritage, and my state. The end.
Right.
All the rest of them can fuck off. I don't want your anarchy fucking sign hanging around. I don't want your Antifa shit around me. I don't want any of that. I don't want fucking a rainbow flag around me if it means fucking
But
whatever.
listen, when the Antifa protesters came to this one neighborhood, I can't remember where it was. I just remember hearing about it. The protesters came in this neighborhood, and the people showed that they had weapons,
Yeah.
and technically they're protecting their own property. The police came and arrested the people that was showing weapons.
That was in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, it was.
So those are Antifa members or Black Lives Matter members or whoever.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah. So they actually had to break through the gate because it was a gated community. Yeah, that's what I mean. They fucking trespassed and nothing happened. And then these two people that are like, what the fuck is happening? These people are taking over our neighborhood. Not happening.
Right.
This isn't going to be Chaz.
Right.
This is my shit. I worked for all this. Yeah. And then the people got arrested and in trouble. I thought, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. Well, that was the same thing with this lady. She got, I was trying to say this earlier. She was in a car and she had her kids with her. And she somehow or another got involved in a, I'm good. She ended up having, run into this mob of people, and then what happened was she got scared and you know, just hit the gas or whatever, and then she got charged with
Like vehicular fucking assault or something.
assault, I think, or something. But at first they gave her like several months in jail or something, and then I think they came back and they changed the sentence, and it was only like 5 days of community service or something like that. So, but anyway, which that's good. But I'm just saying, there's no way somebody should be convicted of a crime for defending themselves.
No, whether you're in a vehicle or not. If I was driving down the road and all of a sudden
And this whole mob comes at you,
I came.
You don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I came up on a mob of fucking people, so I slow down, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they all start, and you know, if they tell me turn, blah, 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 you know, I'll just turn around and fucking go away.
Right.
But if they start attacking my vehicle,
And if you got your kids in the car,
yeah, fucking, it's on, dude. Like, get back. You know what the fuck? I'm not your fucking problem. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the fucking issue. Don't. Especially, yeah, if my kids were in the car, I'd fucking lose my mind.
yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of a bad situation. It's I don't know. It's like it's the way the government's going now. I don't know. They're catering to certain loud people. That's the minority. Or not, I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying the minority of people are really extreme like that. The majority of people are just like chill.
You know what we need to do? We need to tell them to fuck off like we always have.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I mean, I don't give a fuck what your deal is, what your beliefs are, how you want to live your life. Great. Don't tell me how to live mine either. That's the problem I have.
That's the problem.
Like, I don't have to like what you like, man.
You know,
It's called freedom of choice, fucker.
You know what?
You might like Westerns. Let's say I don't, but I do. But let's say I didn't. It doesn't mean I can't be your fucking friend, or we can't watch a movie together. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. I had this in a discussion with my wife, and anyway, we were talking about this kind of stuff a little bit. I mean, it wasn't very long.
Right.
Anyway, I think I mentioned it the last podcast or something, and I said something about the woke people, and she goes, "Oh, you mean, if you're using that kind of language, you're gonna offend your daughter, right?" And I was like, I don't think she's that way. I mean, she's just totally. My daughter's just totally loving of anybody, whatever.
She's just normal.
Yeah, but using that language, she thought that I would offend my daughter, and I was like, well, anyway, I was thinking about it after I talked to her, and the whole thing is they're supposed to be the most accepting and inclusive people, right?
Liberals.
Talking about the liberals,
Yeah.
pretty much, or and okay, if you're gonna be accepting and inclusive, then you need to understand
Everybody.
Yeah. Not just, and if somebody disagrees with you,
Yeah, you can't not hate
you
them.
gotta accept them.
Yeah. It's called the Agree to Disagree Act.
No, but what I'm saying is this is the whole thing. I think the conservatives are more accepting than the friggin' liberals are now.
I'm telling you, man, shit's flip-flopped somehow.
I don't know what happened.
I don't either, because now it seems like,
And I'm not saying anything bad about
like I guarantee,
like the old school liberals.
Right.
I'm not saying anything bad about them. I mean, I kind of agree with them on a lot of stuff, but yeah, I mean, why, if you're supposed to be accepting and inclusive, then why do I have to believe whatever you believe?
yeah, you shouldn't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, because that's how it is now. It's like, do you believe in this? And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Right-wing extremist.
Yeah.
Racist. Yeah, racist. What? Fuck are you talking about?
White supremacists.
Yeah, you white supremacist.
White supremacists. That's the best one.
Yeah. White supremacist is what? You don't even know who I am.
Right.
The fuck? It's so annoying.
You know, and I think a lot of the
You know who's a white supremacist? Fucking Hitler. And he let you know too.
oh, right.
Yeah, I don't think white supremacists give a fuck.
The funny thing is, wasn't he was
Part Jewish.
he was
His mother was a Jew.
he was also born in, where was he born?
I think it was Austria.
Belgium. Austria. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, screw that dude. But anyway, yeah, he was something else. But I mean, we don't have that big of a problem, I don't think.
not yet.
Not yet. But
Yeah, not till Jinping or whoever takes over
Xi Jinping.
as Xi Jinping as world leader or whatever it's going to be, or his son, or fucking Kim Jong Un. Fucking, could you imagine him taking over the world order? Oh my god, it'd be awful.
Well, I don't know, but anyway, no, I'm just saying, this is my whole problem with this whole thing about. I mean, I see guys, I see people all the time when I'm out working, and I like, you know, everybody's cool. I mean, I don't know what the heck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why do you have to?
Do you ever find yourself though being like that old white guy, like every once in a while? Never.
I haven't felt that yet.
Really? Where like you see like let's just say you're at any store, right? You're just fucking buying some shit. And then like you look up and you see like who the cashier is, and they got bright fucking green hair and shit. Is part of you like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking loud?
Yeah.
No? I just think like, man, dude, if I would have done that back in our day, you wouldn't even have a job.
Right.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. It's a little
Like, I
weird.
was in a lot of shit for my tattoos, because I've had tattoos since I was young. Like, as soon as I turned 18, I started getting tats everywhere. I wanted them. So I know what it's like to, like, do shit that's not in your favor at the time. Tattoos are fine now. Everybody's getting them.
Right.
Every fucking person in the world's getting them. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this new generation's ruined tattoo. You used to be looking dangerous if you had tattoos. Now no one gives a fuck.
No, Nah, nobody does.
Unless you got like them old school chicken scratches, which was before my time.
Like my grandpa had. He had a tattoo on his arm.
Yeah, mine too, right here.
Yep.
That's weird, isn't it? They all got them right there. Wonder why.
I don't know.
It's like a service thing, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Like, fucking look at that, man. I'm in the service, bitch.
Sorry. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It was a thing back then, but his was all ran together pretty much.
Right. Oh, well,
when
yeah.
he got
yeah,
older.
Yeah. That's another thing I wonder too is like you watch documentaries or whatever about like World War II vets and stuff, like Vietnam vets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them get like emotional and stuff when they're talking or whatever because it was awful.
Mm-hmm.
But like you look at like people today that's in the military, right? Like, have you ever watched like Korengal
No.
or Restrepo? Anyways, you gotta watch them. It's a documentary. You watch them out there if you're interested. They don't have. I don't think they have that mentality. You know what I mean?
What mentality?
The fucking mentality that it probably took to get through like World War II, dude. Like the fucking like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like attitude.
Yeah.
But I think is part of because everybody that was in World War II went through the Depression.
Right.
You know, so you were already hard.
Yeah.
You know. And
Yeah.
and then the government's telling you, oh, these people are fucking with us. And then they blew up Pearl Harbor. And then everybody was like,
Right.
we're fucking you up.
Right.
The fuck, man. We just got our shit back.
Listen, didn't we? Okay, well, there's a couple things I want to say about that. But for one thing, we didn't get involved in World War II until they bombed Pearl Harbor.
Right.
And then that's when we did.
That's what I'm saying.
But World War II was already going on.
Yeah. It was it was going on with Germany.
Yes.
Was taking over everything.
Yes.
That was already happening.
What I'm saying is yes. Okay.
And nobody was doing anything about it.
But listen. You think do you compare that to the Ukraine war?
No.
Well, I'm just asking because I think they want to. I think they were thinking they got to stop this guy before he.
Oh, like Putin or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I don't think he's going to go anywhere else. To be honest with you.
If he did, it'd probably be Poland, which I don't think would be a good move for him. But I think that would be his move to go to Poland.
I just think, I don't know. I think they're comparing, like Putin to Hitler. I think pretty much.
Well, I think they're trying to, but dude, no, he's not. One, you know what I mean? He just cares about his country.
Right.
And if you go back in time, Ukraine was his country. Right?
Right.
Or at least, and then part of it, for sure, is probably more Russian dominant than the rest or whatever.
Right.
So I don't know. It's none of my business. One, I don't know anything about fucking Ukraine and Russia shit, you know what I mean? Like their affiliation or how they feel about each other or whatever. I just know that like this country is going to shit because we're spending all our money somewhere else. And it bothers me.
Right.
I don't like it.
Yep.
You should look after your own country. That's why you have one. Mm-hmm. You think China gives a fuck about the U.S.? Like, realistically? No. They only care because we consume their products. That's it.
Well, we're their only customers, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
if China shut us off, we'd be fucked over here.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing. No shoes, no clothes, no nothing.
No food.
No food. Yeah. People just don't understand that, I don't think. Like, if China was to decide, fuck you, we're putting, what'd we do? What'd we keep putting on Russia?
Sanctions.
Sanctions, yeah. And they're like, we're not exporting goods to you no more. Sanctioned, U.S. We want our money, all of our money that you owe us, or you're sanctioned. You're not getting any more goods, right? And we're fucked.
Yeah.
Instantly. Within like 2 months, this whole country is gonna be upside fucking down. Cannibal style.
Well, we don't make anything here anymore. But anyway, the other thing I was going to talk about was going back to the World War II stuff. Yeah, I mean, those guys were all. I remember my grandpa's brother. He was like his youngest brother, I think. He said he volunteered for the service when he was like 17 or something.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot that did that.
And he said he had to lie because you're supposed to be 18
Right.
or whatever. So he had to lie about his age. But he's already gone now too. But anyway,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like those people then were ready to go. Like they didn't give a shit.
yeah,
Like they knew they were going there for a reason, right? Now, what's the reason now? That's the problem.
there's no reason.
Everything back then, was 100% USA made.
Black and white.
We were fucking
Everything was black and white.
Yeah, and we were fucking on top of the world. As far as exports and being the most money and all this, like we were the superpower. Times are changing, dude. We're not built like that anymore because the people before us fucking made life easier for us.
Yeah, we got soft.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Real soft. And I'm not saying I'm hard or tough or anything either. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do if shit really fucking broke out tomorrow.
Right.
We wake up and the dollar's just gone. What are we going to do? I don't fucking know. I think everybody's going to be in shock. Like, what the fuck? Normal people are going to be in shock, and then it's going to be the psychopath fucking retards that are out here,
Invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm not giving any financial advice out, but anyway.
Yeah. Try to find online what JP Morgan's investing in, crypto-wise, and then invest in that one, because that's probably going to be
I would say
the
Nancy
world current.
Pelosi.
Yeah, or her. Or her husband.
Yeah, her husband. See what Nancy Pelosi's husband's investing in. You'll be all right.
Wouldn't that be crazy if you were able to look and find out like every single thing, right? Like they're investing in, so you invested in the same shit, and then you just were fucking raking it in, dude.
Dude, there was we talked about this on the podcast. There was a website.
Oh yeah, there is.
Or there's not now. They took it down.
Oh, did they? Fuckers.
They took it down. But yeah, they were following everything that the Pelosi's did, investing, and they did really well. And it was just like young kids that were doing it. Like, 20-year-olds or
Isn't that
something.
nuts? Like
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I mean, what's crazy too is like when we were young in our 20s, right? We didn't have that option.
No.
Like you would have had to have like a broker,
Financial
and like,
advisor or
yeah,
something.
and all this shit to even be able to buy stocks or
Right.
anything. Like, yeah, now you can just get on your phone and be like buying 10
Right.
shares of this.
Right.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is weird. It's
pretty
very
weird.
strange how like anybody can get into the game now.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You can fuck up too.
I think those people that were following Nancy Pelosi's husband, what he was doing, they did really well, is what I've heard. And then they ended up taking the site down because I don't know why they did. They shouldn't have, but they ended up
Too
taking
many
it
people making money, dude. Like, fuck, 1%'s going up to 2. Can't have that.
down. I don't know.
We need people to be poor.
You know what? I was thinking about this earlier. So they do need people to be poor. They need people.
100%.
They need people to be different. You know, you got your multi-billionaires. You got your say what used to be a middle class,
Yeah.
and now it's probably not so much anymore. But you got your multi-billionaires, and then you got your poor people, pretty much.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And anyway, the middle class is going away real quick, but
Which is weird.
they need that. The only reason why they need that is because votes.
Well, yeah. But what I think is weird too is like blue collar, right? What it meant when we were young, right? Doesn't even exist anymore. Like there's no blue collar young people coming in. You know, they're all going to work for like corporate companies and shit. Consumer based shit.
I don't know. My son went to work for a pipeline.
I know that, Randy.
In that blue collar,
He also came to my trade too, which is blue collar.
right?
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
But you're saying young
how
people.
many are there? How many James are going on right now?
Yeah. Well,
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many fucking kids that are in their 20s right now
I
are
think-
actually doing anything that's meaningful as a job?
I
Like,
think in the future, to be honest with you, like starting now, probably there's going to be a lot more people going into blue collar jobs. Like,
I mean, I think they're going to have to because that's going to be the only jobs, right?
and then without getting all the debt.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to college, you're going to get a lot of
That's
debt.
the fucking thing that it's hard to make people understand. Like, okay, so like when I first met Stacy, right? I was doing construction then, obviously. She couldn't believe how much money I made the first time, like when we got married and we did our taxes together. You know, she couldn't believe how much money I made, and she's like, "You didn't even go to school or nothing." And I was like,
Yeah, I worked for it.
"Yeah, I worked." like when I grew up in construction, do you know how much mental abuse you have to deal with? You know how many times you're getting called dumbass or hey pup, hey puppy, fucking go get me fucking this, or fucking hey boy, or fucking, you know, fucking you dumb motherfucker, hey dumb fuck, go you. It's like, oh my god, dude, like you just want to quit. You want to fucking quit and never fucking go back, but you just keep going back for whatever fucking reason. Guess you think you're just getting tougher.
Right.
Is that what it is, you think?
I think.
It gives you thick skin, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it pays off later in life. I'm just saying. Like, it definitely does.
Good point.
Like,
Good point.
yeah, when somebody's fucking, like, it's like, somebody says something to you later in life, you're just like, that's the best you got? Fuck you.
Right.
That's the good thing about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with my job, I would say it's blue collar. I mean, you don't have to have a college education to go to work where I work, but it's a good paying job.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love, this is what I would.
Well, I was just going to say, and I said this on here before, my brother had a theory that the workers are going to be more. Eventually, he said the workers are going to be more
Valuable.
valuable than the than the
Yeah.
than the
Because they're not going to know how to do it.
like a plumber. I mean,
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That too. Like it used to be.
like you had a plumber here not too long ago, right?
Right. But it used to be like, it just used to be that way. Like,
Yeah, if you went to school,
if your dad was a plumber, you were going to probably be a plumber
okay,
or a construction worker. Like chances are if you were a male back in the day, you were going to at least get into it somehow.
whatever.
You might not stay in
whatever
it.
your dad did.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You might not stay in it or anything, but you're gonna at least like get into it to see. But I'm afraid my oldest son, because I told him, I was like, dude, Dad, if you want to work this summer, you can probably work where I work, and you'll work for me, and then I can teach you or whatever. Like, And he's like, yeah, I'll think about it. It's like, I'll think about it, huh? Man, must be nice just to think about it, right? I didn't have a fucking choice. I got woke up and told we're going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, my dad he got me out and maybe made me help him build fence.
Yeah, dude.
During the day. I was just a kid.
My grandma watches our show, right?
Okay.
Shout out to my grandma.
Shout out to Sean's grandma.
Yeah, but
what's her name?
Judy.
Judy.
Yep.
Shout out to Judy.
So, Judith, officially, whatever. But yeah, like she told this story to Stacy. It was funny as shit. Cause like I don't try to talk about anything or whatever. But she was like, yeah, Sean was working construction, like in the town that I lived in at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was 17. I was up on a roof in just a zip-up hoodie and some jeans. Colder than fuck. Wind was ripping, snowing everywhere, right? I was brooming this roof off. My grandma drove by just to check on me. She seen me up there doing what I was doing, right? I didn't even see her, but she came back, and you know what she did, dude? She bought me fucking Carhartt bibs and a jacket
Yeah.
and gave it to me. That was the coolest shit ever.
I'm gonna cry.
Are you? I bet you are.
It's touching.
That was the coolest gift I ever received. I'm just saying.
No, actually, it is. Actually.
Yeah, she's told Stacey that he was only he's up there freezing to death.
Dude, I remember my brother.
I don't remember it being that cold.
Okay.
But probably
when you're younger, it doesn't matter.
And it's probably like I'm just trying to do what I'm told so I don't get my ass jumped here. That's the problem too with workplaces now is that you don't get your ass jumped no more like you used to back in the day.
Right. I remember my brother one time. He come home and he was working on the pipeline, on the gas pipeline, and he came home and he'd got frostbite
Oh shit!
on his foot.
Oh my god!
This is my older brother. Anyway, he said, "Yeah, my boot froze to my foot." And anyway, he never did get it checked out or nothing. But
so he didn't have to have his foot amputated or
no, it wasn't that bad.
right?
But
It wasn't like black,
no,
like you see like Mount Everest. People
no. But he
get.
but he did have, some frostbite,
like tissue damage or something.
Yes, on his foot or whatever. Anyway, and the other thing is too, during the summertime where he was working at that point, in the summertime they would give out salt pills to all the guys.
Yeah,
And they would tell them, they would make a speech, and my brother was telling me about this. I've never worked there, so I don't know. But anyway, my brother was telling me the speech the guy made that owned the company.
Yeah.
And he was like, there is, if you guys don't want to work, there's people, there's thousands of people that will replace you.
Yeah.
And we're going to hand out these salt pills so you guys don't sweat that much in the summertime.
Yeah.
Because salt retains water.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to be a badass to work then.
Right.
Now all you have to do is go, I'm hot. I'm going home for the day.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But
I need a mental health day. I won't be in.
you're
You know
not
what I
gonna-
mean? Like,
you're not-
what?
You're not going to take your salt pills? Go, do what you got to do?
Yeah, you're not going to stand on that fucking roof. It's 100 degrees outside. Take your stupid salt pills, puss. Take them salt pills and get your ass up there and work.
Right.
What my thing is I think as a human race, like, we're all just making ourselves, like, I mean, I don't know about not everybody in the world, but definitely U.S. We're making ourselves fucking weak for future, dude. Like, future shit's not gonna exist anymore. Like, the future, like, fucking toxic masculinity is not gonna be around forever, and it's sad.
Yeah, you need some
can't-
some men.
Yeah, you can't have the fucking sweet without the bitter. You know what I mean?
That's
You can't
for
just
sure.
have sweet all the time.
Right.
Because then when the bitter shows up, you won't know what to fucking do. That's a good analogy.
It's a good analogy. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It's
I'll
informing.
give you another one.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. But
All right, kids, we're getting off here. We're getting too deep.
we are getting too deep. It's been a weird show.
Yeah, everybody's wading in the deepness today.
But
That's
yeah.
okay. Hopefully the volume worked. Hopefully it's not too fucking loud. If it is, then I guess we'll hear about it. But hey, we're working on. We're always working on the show. Sorry, we've been working on it since day one, and we're still continuing to work.
We don't have a Jamie here.
No, definitely not. That'd be cool though. Anyway, all right, party people, we're gonna head out. Appreciate you listening. Hope you had a great Cinco de Mayo. Get fucked up and eat some tacos or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, I keep forgetting about all the stuff that comes up
yeah,
because we record early.
yeah,
Like, I don't know, what was it? I don't know. There was something that came up the other like a month ago or something, and I was like, "Oh shit! I should have mentioned that on the show."
What was it? St. Patrick's Day or something? Maybe.
Probably something of St. Patrick's Day or something. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. All right, party people. We will see you next week, hopefully, as long as the world's still here, and we are too. And then you guys have a good one, and we'll see you then. I'm Sean,
And I'm Randy.
and this is Rule America.